Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey. Okay.
Big Reach, talk to us. What you got?
All right, I can hear y'all now.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear anything at all.
Oh, you knocked the plug out.
Yeah, no, these little, we gotta, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But so what I have is just gentrification. How y'all feel about that?
That's kind of wide, but
Yeah.
bring it in.
Okay, specifically here in Atlanta. So y'all know that Atlanta is amongst one of the hardest hits of gentrification
I think
for
I saw
Black
that.
displacement.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I mean, obviously we see it in Atlanta. We see it in the suburbs. We see it in surrounding areas. We see it in, even the little small ducked off cities that they're starting to actually gentrify those areas. They're knocking down lofts. They're knocking down, things that were very monumental or very instrumental in people's childhood, just, growing up. And they are building these, obviously, like plazas and, townhouses and, new
People out of that tax break.
And are they forcing? Are people being forced out of?
You're being forced. Like, it's not an option.
Mm-hmm.
At first, when this was happening,
So,
when it first happened with gentrification, it was introduced to us about 10 years ago. But it started to get a lot more traffic as COVID came around the corner, because at that point, pre-COVID was a buyer's market. And then after COVID, it was a seller's market. And so the loophole to get around that was to buy land and build. And what that looked like was, okay, we'll see how these different areas are actually doing with whatever is here currently. If it's not doing, whatever is, what we feel like it should do here, then I think compared to other things around us, this should be demolished, like a demolition.
Demolished.
It should be demolished. It should, we should go ahead and just tear that down and put something else there that will bring in revenue. So to answer your question, it's not an option. It's basically like, hey, this is your payout. It's non-negotiable. This is what we are going to give you, and you can find somewhere else to live. You can find somewhere else to go.
There's this congressman, I can't think of his name, but I think he's a congressman in Georgia, and he's looking into how he's trying to stop this. And I hear it every time. I hear it on the morning and on the radio every morning. But he's trying to stop big companies and these big people from out of different states coming in, buying land and houses, and not allowing the people in Georgia to be able to. And I know that's kind of it's not that, but it's kind of in that same area.
Absolutely.
Because
it's definitely the same thing, because they just gonna build something and put their out of state price tag on.
Right, and they're charging so much for homes, so it doesn't give people in Georgia and Atlanta the opportunity to
because we're not in that tax bracket,
right?
And then so you have these people coming in who's up here and they're not used to the area, so everything around them scares them. So now they feel uncomfortable, but it's been these people's homes and area and community for all these years. You just got here, and now it's a problem.
And that's why gentrification is happening, because these people don't feel safe. So, okay, the only way to fix that
is to get you out of here.
So now
I can tell that and make it better,
make it a plaza. We could put a Kroger here. We could put a Publix here. We could put a Sprouts here. We could put, we could put everything that
makes me comfortable,
right,
in order for you guys to feel safe. In return, it has caused 22,000 African American people to be without a home, to have to pretty much up and leave their home
and restart.
But on the flip side of that, T.I. has built a building where
who did?
T.I.
Yeah, I see that. I think
he built a building and he put low income families in there. So he's
trying.
He's housing people, but it's gonna take more than just that.
Just
one
him.
person. Yeah. So
We need everybody to pull up.
I think they're playing a long game.
Yes.
This is how I think about it. You're building. You see all these new subdivisions coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy houses. You can rent houses now.
Yes.
All the subdivisions are being able to
They're
rent.
lease only.
So a lot of bad people can get in these houses, but guess what? When they want you out,
Yep.
you gotta go.
you rent.
You gotta go. You rent.
So now you're not. A lot of people are not buying houses anymore.
Yeah,
Because I got friends that I got a friend that sell houses.
Mm-hmm.
The house she live in, it's a rent only subdivision.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter's, boyfriend, their family just moved into a rent only subdivision, big subdivision, rent only though.
Mm-hmm.
I read that I think I read that where a lot of people are they're renting and not buying.
You get more money that way
Yeah.
from a strategic. Let's say we all went in and decided, hey, we're gonna put in 10 G's a piece or 20 G's a piece to buy this land and start building a community, which we have actually talked about.
We weren't gonna rent or anything.
No. You were it was for family compound stuff like that. But at a certain point, we wanted to actually expound and actually build at least about 10 homes where close family and friends that we know will do right could actually buy the home. They wouldn't lease it, but they would actually buy their own home on our land, right? But let's say we all went in and decided to buy a piece of land and build a townhouses, a townhouse community or a house community where it was only rent. You can only lease it. You can never buy it. The overhead isn't as much as if, okay, we're actually going to build these up. We're going to invest and build them up and then sell them. Like, yes, in the immediate or interim, you're getting that payout, but over a time span, you're going to make more money if you lease only because they are continuously paying the rent every single month. But not only that, there's other fees that they're going to tack on to it. And now you have to, it's probably HOA. So now you got to pay HOA fees. Right. Now, okay, well, this type of, y'all know.
Do they have to pay HOA when they're renting too? Do you pay?
Absolutely.
In the rent.
Absolutely.
Really?
There's a lot of subdivisions or a lot of leasing companies that you have to, if you're in an HOA community, you have to pay.
You're right. You
have to pay.
Now that I think about it.
They can have all those fees, all this and that to it. You could pay it. For me, the long game that I think they're setting things up for, if a lot of black people move in this section and it's nice and they're only renting, guess what? Oh, all y'all got to move. Regardless if you're paying it, you're renting it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's where I think it's going.
They're going with we got a new buyer. And it's just another business buying it.
Yeah.
They don't want you there.
Yeah, they don't want you there. Gentrification. Instead of them tearing down the building and putting the plaza, okay, you can rent this house. We want you to leave, you're going to leave.
Exactly.
We don't have to tear it down.
And that's what happened to us.
Or we'll jack up the
price.
price.
Jack up the price,
what happened to us. So we were in our previous home for 5 years. And one day, we got an email, and literally this was around the holidays. Let you know how grimy people are and how the big wigs really don't think about the people who work literally day to day. We got an email around Thanksgiving basically saying, hey, your house has been sold. We need you guys to move out. It was like, okay, crazy. Got it. So we thought we had time. We get a reminder email, which I never received. I didn't see.
You didn't get the first email.
I didn't get the first email. I got the reminder email, and I'm like, well, what do you? Hold on. What are you reminding me of?
Like, they say this is a reminder. So where's the first email?
So instead of calling, you guys just solely relied on emailing. Come to find out, they were only selling it to another company. Another like in-house company. It's still with the same company, but they sold it to another buyer. Yep. And what they wanted to do was, I guess, upgrade it. But all they did was put a smart lock on the house. Now this company is transitioning all of their homes to smart homes, which is cool. But again, it is a fee that you have to pay for.
Yeah,
it's $20 a month. So it's
moving us out allowed them to hike the price up as well.
But why did y'all have to move out though?
Like, to hike the price
up because I have bought them for 5 years. I do my research. I look at all the comps. When that time comes around for a lease renewal, you're not going to tell me that we're going to pay $2,000 for a home that we've been paying $1,700 on. And every other home around us averages about $1,750 to about $1,850. I'm not paying you $2,000 for this house. Not doing that. So I gave them pushback every single year.
Oh, they was ready to get y'all.
Yeah, as soon as we moved, it went boom, 2K. But
Literally.
I mean, it's just again. You can't even. I don't even. It was time to go. So for me,
It was time
like,
for us to move our feet, for sure.
For me, it was like, oh, okay, this is the time.
Yeah,
this is
it's
time to go. Yeah, like, and where we are now, I actually like it better because, like I told her, it reminds me like an old school neighborhood. Like you see kids outside playing, jumping on the trampoline, playing basketball, walking the dogs, washing the cars, they grilling. And I was just like, I thought it would be so much like more noise,
And it's not.
So I was just like, I like it better where we are now than where we were before. But all in all, to say like they use different tactics just to get the same outcome, whichever outcome they want. Which
Because
is whether
not to cut you off, babe, but I even sent them an email before I knew before I knew it was solidified that we had to really move. I was like, well, why can't we just buy the house?
I was just about to go there too. Why wouldn't they let y'all just? Yeah.
And we could have.
Yeah, it was an option.
It was an option. So after we got this new house, then I got a call saying, hey, we saw that you were interested in buying the previous home that you were in. Do you still want to buy it? And I said, no. So that was the option this whole time.
So maybe something fell through
and that ain't got nothing to do with me.
And then they tried to backtrack.
That ain't got nothing to do
let's
with
see
me.
if they want to.
Of course, and it is always about who money talk. Like money talk, bullshit walk. So
somebody didn't come through. And
and so at that point you just chunk it up. Okay, I ain't want to do. That shows me I didn't want to do business with you anyway. So let's just keep it moving. Like at that point,
it wouldn't have been good. No, if they did that type, if that's the way they, as far as trying to try to leave, it wouldn't have been good.
And at that point, I wasn't even fighting with it. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
I don't fight people about their stuff. You can have it. I ain't gonna fight you about your stuff. You
right.
Big deal.
If it's yours, it's yours.
Exactly.
That's right. All right. Well, before we close, we're gonna read the email. I'm just gonna do one. We got 2, 3. I think it was 3 of them, but I'm just gonna read
they
one.
won't talk to this.
They want to talk.
Come on, let's talk to them.
I don't know how much time we got. We got time? I don't know. The producer over there and doing something different. It's I think my husband's therapist. They wrote in. I think my husband's therapist crossed the line.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
That's when I said too. When I said, hey.
They be sending some good topics.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start the show off.
Yeah, we might start a show with it.
Yeah, I think we should start the show off with the gray area.
I don't know. You think so?
Because that opens the door for a lot of more other conversations. Because they be sending in some good topics.
Well, I'm down for it. I just try to say the best. I mean, I think it's not the best, but I try to save it for last. Kind of close.
Say what you said. I thought it
Not necessarily the best, but it's like a closer, I guess. I look at it like a closer.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let her eat her email.
Yeah, I ain't mean the best for last, y'all. That's just, Oh, he said, I need your take on something that's been bugging me for a while. My husband's been seeing a therapist for about a year, dealing with anxiety. It's helped, and I've been super supportive until recently. I accidentally saw a few text messages between them that felt off. The therapist was messaging late at night, joking with heart emojis, and once even said, I wish more people understood you the way I do. Nothing explicit, but it felt inappropriate, too personal. My husband swears it's just a part of the rapport that I'm overthinking. But something feels wrong. I don't want to damage his progress, but I also don't want to ignore the possible boundary violation. Am I overreacting? Should I say something or just watch from the sideline?
Watch. Don't move too quick. Just watch
from the side.
Yeah, because he may not on his end. It may actually be innocent. Like, she just checking in. My therapist just checking in. Whatever, cool, whatever. It's a part of my practice because she will never know what's being discussed because of HIPAA laws,
right?
In those sessions.
Yeah.
So in his mind, he could actually be green. Like I don't see nothing wrong with it. The therapist know what she doing.
No, now I'm saying he may be innocent
doing
in the situation, but what if
She know what she doing.
Yeah.
Or he could have just been.
She said, "I wish more people understood you the way I
Exactly.
do."
That's a flag right there. Just let it play out because the anxiety and it helped. Why did it help?
I think that's a recipe for disaster.
See, you
But did he reply back something inappropriate though?
That's what I'm
Didn't
saying.
say.
This is the
You
mind
know
of
what I'm
the
saying?
Gemini.
So if she said something,
He's basically saying she overreacting. Like it's not.
See,
This is
and-
not what you think it is.
See,
But
But it always end up
if he would
being
reply,
something.
if he would reply back something, okay, why you say that? If she said, you know, like, say if she said that and he said, yeah, I wish everybody understood me like you. You know, I could talk to you about anything, and I love talking to. That's a problem.
yeah,
that's
then
an
it's a
issue.
problem.
But if he didn't say anything, he didn't reply to what she said. She know what she doing.
But
Yeah.
he's saying he
He's-
probably had the chance to reply. That's why I said you need to watch. Just
Play it
sit
out.
Yeah,
back
true. Yeah.
And just sit back. Don't say nothing else. Just
Yeah.
be like, oh,
Get
okay,
them
you
receipts.
right, babe.
Get them receipts first.
Let him,
Let it
him
build
simmer
up
back
and see.
down,
Yeah.
And he gonna be like, all right, she think we.
Hold on.
real.
First of all, the question is, how she read a text message?
His
Look
phone.
at his phone.
So he just give her the phone, or she
Well-
tapping
He
into
probably
it.
left his phone at the
Yeah.
house.
Well, maybe she got the passcode because me and Courtney share passcodes.
Okay,
like
I'm
she
just
go on my
Speaking
phone
from
anytime.
experience, he could have been asleep, and
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
She just grabbed my phone if she wanted
Okay.
to. Like,
yeah,
you know,
could have been sleeping. You know, somebody decided to go through your phone, and you.
It's big
that
like.
lady, yeah, she knew
Hey,
she was.
That's a
all I
whole
know-
nother story.
That's a whole
She
nother
was
story.
in
I got a
denial.
story
Hey.
for that.
She was.
Oh, yeah, I got a story for that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I
She
just
was
got
in
to that point.
denial, and
Hold on,
I
hold
told
on.
her
Oh,
that
go
the
ahead.
lady was into her, and I said, I woke up out her sleep, and I said, "You got something you want to tell me?"
No, I'm like, what are you talking about?
If
she
I ain't
just
getting no
knew
sleep, you ain't getting no sleep.
And she knew she had a case. She knew she had a case. So
She
what is
said,
that
if I ain't
like?
getting no sleep, you not getting no
I'm
sleep.
like,
Like,
girl.
I'm a hard no person, and I have
Right.
to. I realize with Brittany, like, you know, not everybody
it
says
wasn't
no.
even that. It
So
was
I'm just
more
like-
so like I talked to everybody the way that I talked to this particular person.
Right.
She just took it a different way than how
Oh.
everybody else took it. Like,
Oh, okay.
and I can't help that. And so like I would do certain things for people. Like in the morning I would walk in and I would write good morning on sticky notes to the people that I actually cared about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she used to be one of those people.
No,
She
she
took it
got
the
mad.
wrong
way. Ain't nothing
She
wrong with
got
that.
mad. No. She got
got mad
mad
because
she didn't leave
leave.
her no sticky note with a song of the day.
Yeah, because like I used to be like, good morning, the song of the day
That's
is,
love.
you know, happy feelings in
But
the
was
air.
that?
But it was for everybody.
It's for
like,
everybody.
Like I would
Okay.
leave everybody one. But if I feel like a certain day,
I'm a Taurus. You.
I know.
Yeah.
but if I feel like a certain day, I don't feel like leaving nobody no goddamn sticky note. I'm
Yeah.
not leaving no fucking
Oh, but
Right.
she,
note.
Yeah.
that lady felt some
So-
type of way.
But she made it seem like I was just leaving her a sticky note.
Yeah.
I was leaving multiple people.
Multiple people still.
Right.
And I didn't that day. I didn't leave nobody a sticky note. So she was texting, and all I was texting like, "Girl, go on, crazy lady, leave me
Yeah.
alone, like leave me." So she took it like, "Oh, this is what, girl. If you
Right.
don't." So once I broke it down, like, girl,
yeah.
no, that's not it. So,
But the other lady, she didn't.
So
But
that's
it
why
turned
I
out that the lady
say-
was into her.
but
Yeah.
that's why I say like, just sit back and because it really could be innocent,
Right.
like
Right.
it was with me. But it really could be something too. So just don't.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's what he said, I'm gonna take your word on it. 'Cause
Right.
Bible say,
I'm
watch and
saying-
pray.
Yeah.
Watch and pray.
Pray.
You got to watch and just pray about the situation.
I never
That's
get it
it.
because she called her best friend. Well, her sister, the one that she called sister. She's like, huh? Oh, I was about to say, you know.
You letting the air out tonight. You just telling everything tonight.
I'm just
God.
She
saying.
said, I'm gonna add this bitch out tonight.
I'm telling you. What is
That's what I'm about to do.
Hey, usually it's me telling all my juicy stuff.
I can't talk about my
For real.
past, and this week she want to air everything out.
I ain't got nothing juicy.
Yeah, I don't have none either.
Mm-mm.
Ain't messing with that.
Nah, me either.
Yeah.
It's hot.
All right.
Yeah. So
But-
Quadkast.
just let that thing play out.
Yeah, just let it play
You'll
out.
see. You trust me. Everything that's in the dark, what
Will
they
come
say,
to light.
come to the light.
Oh,
That's right.
just
So,
take him for his word and just sit back and just continue. Because now he gonna be on. If he is doing something, now he gonna be on edge. He gonna be like, okay,
Right.
is she
Most men
watching
ain't
me?
gonna tell you.
Is she still going through my phone? Like
Mhm.
now you done put that seed of doubt in his head. Like, Am I doing something that that she think is off? The
Right.
reason why did she even go through my phone? Like you
Right.
gotta take that into consideration. So now you just gotta play it like you chill, like you
Right.
cool on it, and just be like, oh yeah, da. Let him get his defense back down.
Yeah, because if something going on or something happening, it'll definitely
Yeah.
it's gonna come out
Right about
eventually. I'm
Right
a
about
living with now. That I'm a living with. You cannot do wrong for long. And
Think you gonna
something, something gonna happen. You just gonna catch up with you.
Yep.
No, the 8-year-old,
You
you
gonna
told straight up. So
Yeah, you gonna have you come around and you gonna come to the light.
the 8-year-old.
He missed that last week. He must the whole I got to have her. I said the 8-year-old
Oh yeah, you did.
came
Yeah,
out.
you said. Yeah.
Was that one done in the dark? Because he told her up front, I got
I had to
I
have
got
her.
to have her.
I got to have her.
I don't even want to talk about
That's
that.
a whole different podcast.
There's a-
Jimmy backstory.
Workplace.
Is a whole nother
For real.
workplace. What? That sounded good.
No, this is a different one right here. This is the last one. This says, should I tell my fiance? Hold on. I done had. Hold on. It might be this right here.
Uh-oh.
Should I tell my friend her fiance hit on me?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Sure should.
1,000.
Yep.
Sure should.
Yep.
We ain't even.
1,000.
Yeah,
You
it says,
should.
I don't even know how to write this without sounding like I'm walking on cliche. One of my closest friends is engaged to a guy I never totally liked. He was fake. Last weekend at a party, he pulled me to the side while we were in the bathroom. While he
Hold
on.
No. He pulled
Oh.
pulled me aside while she was in the bathroom.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He was drunk. And he said, I wondered what it would have been like if we would have met first.
Mm.
And then, I guess that's pretty much it.
So you with her to be close to me? Like I don't.
Right. Can't blame it on
See,
alcohol.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I'm stuck with the secret. Do I tell my friend potentially shattering her entire life
You
right
tell her.
before?
Tell her.
Let her
Tell
know.
her, yeah.
Let her know.
Tell her.
That's
And
kinda
if she
hard.
feel like you
Let
hate
her
him,
know.
let her go.
Man,
Listen. Let
that's
me tell you
something that's something that need to be known.
Let her know.
BJ's code
Because you
is,
finna marry somebody
I'ma
that ain't
tell
right.
you
Right.
once. If I tell you that one time and you decide to go right back to it,
Mhm.
you on from here
Don't
on out.
yeah.
I can see him walking out the hotel with another woman. You think I'm gonna say something? No, because I told you the first time and you
Right.
didn't believe me.
Mhm.
And then what made it worse is you told him. I told you.
Yeah, now that
You told on yourself, then you told,
Told
on
me.
me. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
so get what? Now I don't care. I don't care if he talking to somebody that I know is extremely close. You won't get that information from me ever again, because
After
when
that
I
first
told,
time.
and I seen it with my eyes, it ain't like one of my petty officers in the Navy used to tell me. I ain't telling you something I think, I'm telling you something I know. You hear me? I seen this man. Live in action. First of all, I know what he was doing because I know what I was doing. I was creeping, so I know he was creeping.
Yeah.
So when I tell you this, and you look, well, maybe it ain't what you thought it was. No, I know what it was. It ain't what you thought it was, but you know what? From here on out, you ain't gotta worry about.
You ain't gotta
me,
worry about you
'cause
saying nothing.
He can drag you by the knees, and I won't care.
So our advice is, go on, tell it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't ruin your
Tell it.
friendship.
If y'all real friends and
Y'all
she
real
really fuck
friends.
with you, she gonna believe.
She gonna believe, and,
Right.
and she'll let her deal with that situation. And if she
Yeah.
continue to still talk to him,
And he
That's
gonna
all.
tell her a
Still
lie.
be her friend
So if
and
she
just-
Yeah.
if
You
she
gonna
believe
go.
a lie, let her be boo the fool.
right?
Right.
You gonna go.
Right, like
Right about that.
hello,
I
dumb.
think
dumb.
producing Wade, we ain't got but a couple of seconds, so we gonna couple of
Wrap it up,
minutes.
wrap it.
Yeah, we gonna wrap it up. Yeah, we gonna wrap
Sir.
it up. We gonna wrap the show up. I'm JThaGray.
I'm BJ Too Cool.
K with the code.
Spec.
Oh, he back to spec this week.
Last week he
It's
was
a
big
spec.
spec.
It's a spec
spec.
weekend.
Yeah.
It's a spec weekend.
Hey.
Oh, Rip, tell them all the places we at. Tell them where
Oh
we at.
yeah.
And hold on, thanks to JThaGray. Thanks for Jimmy
Right.
for putting Quadkast on every. Go ahead, bro.
Boy,
Go ahead, do what you do.
I'm telling you,
All
I've
the
been getting up
platforms.
early in the morning. I'm talking about Amazon,
Yeah.
iHeart,
Yes.
Spotify,
Yes.
Apple
Come on, come,
Podcasts,
That's right.
come on.
all
We
over.
on it all.
I'm
We on
telling
it
you,
all. Yes.
we are on it all, and we're gonna continue to upload more
right.
and more
Yes.
episodes. I feel like I need three of me's. My mama should have had 3 of me, so I
I
could.
don't know. I don't.
Nah, you probably right. 3 of me. No. I
The
take
stores
that back.
that y'all would have, nah.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Combined.
Y'all would probably be switching places and
Yeah,
Nah.
So maybe one of us would have been the one that would have been, would have been. It wouldn't have been like me. But yeah, so I don't know.
we don't know about that one.
we
That's
don't
what's
know.
up.
But it's just me, and I'm working hard, so because I want this thing to be. I want it to be.
And we
One
with
of
you. We
We
rocking with you.
appreciate
Yeah,
you
we
for
rocking
sure.
with you.
Yeah, I appreciate
So
y'all rocking
wheels
with me.
fall
Rain,
off.
hail, sleet, or snow.
We doing it
Yes.
literally.
Y'all here. We,
Right.
and we
Literally.
working. So
We're gonna give a happy birthday shout out to Mama Jam.
Mama
Happy
Jam, happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Yes.
She on the cusp. She kicking off
Yes.
Gemini season, and
And
then
then we got you.
we gonna come around the mountain.
And
we
then,
got the
then we coming on around again on the 5th. Yeah,
Big
so-
Gemini, big G's at the table.
That big G.
Big T's in the building.
That's right. All right. We gonna get out of here, y'all. We the Quadkast.
Sir, the
Foes
Quadcast.
up.
And
Throw
we
the
out of
foes
here.
up.
We out.
Peace.
Foes up.
Hey, throw them foes up.
Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey. Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey.